Okay, everybody, hi, welcome back. This is video 2. Like I promised last week, you were gonna meet Harry. This is Harry. Harry is an extruding pasta machine, and Harry is about 30 years old, which I prefer an older machine, like an old Ford truck. You can get in it, you can work on it. This new stuff with the computers, forget about it. Anyway, Harry's history. Harry came from Italy in a box about 22 years ago, and the previous owner, Giovanni, put Harry together piece by piece with an instruction manual. So Harry's a good buddy, Harry's a good friend, and Harry's been working for me with not too much drama for the past 2 years. Okay, we're gonna make fettuccine. I use flour, egg, and water for my pasta. Most pasta places for their extruded pastas do not use egg. I use egg because it adds a nice flavor to the pasta and it just kicks it up a notch. This is the flour I use. It's the King Midas. It's from the Congra Mills. It's a brilliant, excellent flour. It's a semolina #1. And you can tell it's a beautiful flour. Look at this color. This color is totally amazing. It's beautiful. It's yellow. It's just really, like I said, you start with good product, you're going to end up with good product. Okay, enough of that. Let's make some pasta. Back in the day, my grandmother would actually make a little circle, put the eggs in the middle, fold the pasta in, roll it out, and not even use a crank machine. She used a little machine that would open up and she'd cut it by hand. Well, it's the 21st century and I have help, so it's gonna help me. So what we do is in this lifts up, and in here is where we put the flour in the egg. That makes our batter. And then we close the lid. This is the extruded side. This side mixes the dough. So we're gonna mix the dough, and usually it's a 7-minute mix time, but I went ahead and already pre-mixed it, so we're ready to rock and roll. We lift up the latch and it stops the machine. We move it to this way, and now it is gonna extrude out. Okay, so here we go. When it's extruding, the first part that comes out, we throw back into the machine because it doesn't look as pretty as it needs to come out and extrude. And the secret to making the pasta is never stop the machine, because when you stop the machine, you have to start all over again. See how when it first comes out, how it looks all frayy and all yicky, and we don't want that. That's not good for a restaurant. So what we do is we break that off, and we'll throw that back in. And that we'll do that for a bunch of times before it extrudes. See, it's still not ready yet. This is my fettuccine tip. This machine will make linguine, angel hair, my spaghetti, my penne, my fusilli, my bucatini, my bucatini. What else do I have? I have a rigatoni. I have a malfaldi. Oh, see, if it flips up too high, you shut the machine off, and it starts to kick back up again. Pasta's still not ready, so we throw it back into the machine. I also do a black squid ink, spinach, and a roasted red pepper. The spinach is organic. The roasted red peppers I get, and I roast them on the grill, and I add it to the machine. When you do colors, it takes a lot longer because it has to really, really mix to get the colors incorporated. Okay, now it's starting to look pretty, so we'll throw this back in the machine. Now see how much nicer it looks from when it was before? Oh, I did it again. Oh, I did it again. Okay, this fan will help dry out the pasta, because when it comes out it's very moist because it's fresh pasta. So the fan will help dry it out a little bit, so it dries it so it won't get all sticky and mushed together. Okay, now this is my flour pot that the pasta falls into. What I will do is I will break it off, and I'll fold it over, and I'll throw it in front of the fan to dry it out a little bit more. And you keep the machine going, and I'll take it over here, and I'll take my knife, and it's all hand cut. And I used to have markers on the table, but no, we just figure out how long you think your linguine would be. I'm making the pasta crispotos. I'm doing their fettuccine. See how this is too short? So we'll break it up, and we'll throw it back into the machine. Okay, then I bang it out. You have to bang it out. Take a piece of paper and throw it in there, and I'll throw a little flour, and I'll do that till I get 6 pounds. And again, once this extrudes again, I'll continue on doing the whole batch. I usually do a 12 pound batch of flour, and it usually yields me probably about 13 pounds of pasta. So that's it. That's how we use Harry. I'm not going to stand here and do all 6 pounds of pasta because you'll go crazy watching me all over the place. But I want you to tune in next week. I'm going to show you how to cook the fresh pasta, because cooking fresh pasta, there's an art to it. And there's also a chef from Italy taught me how to just make a beautiful sauce with just using the pecorino romano and the pasta water. And of course, I use a little bit of butter. There's one thing I do want to say. You've been watching in the news lately that a lot of these restaurants are using a lot of sodium in their products. I tell you, when you start with good products, you get good products. I'm a little expensive because you get what you pay for. I'm not using sodium. All my products, my lasagna, my meatballs, my sausages, which are homemade, they're all low sodium. You add your own salt. I'm not going to add the salt for you. I'm very frugal, but what I will spend money on is good food. That's so important. I'd rather go to a really nice restaurant and pay the money than go to a low-end restaurant and get too much sodium. So it's up to you. Well, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Not as long as the last one, but tune in next week and I'll teach you how to cook the fettuccine. Ciao, ciao.